Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Emor from Revii to Chamishi. So in this week's Parsha we have, with perfect timing, the discussion of Sfiras Omer between Revii and Chamishi. Before that we have something in Parak Gimel. It says Sheish Yom Te'aseh Melacha V'Yom Hashvi Shabbos Shabboson. That on 6 days you shall have work done, and on the 7th day it will be a Shabbos Shabboson. It's a double lesson of Shabbos. Now, there's only 3 places where that is mentioned in the double lashon in the Torah. One is in our pasuk, another one is in Parshas Vayakel, and another is in Parshas Kisisa. In other places, such as the Aseres Dibros, and in Parshas Yisro, and in Parshas Veschanan, it doesn't say Shabbos Shabboson, it just says Yom Hashvi Shabbos. So, what is the reason for this distinction? So, in Sefer Shalom Rav, it brings down a Gemara that at the time Bisman Yisrael Osim Ritzon Shemakom, when the Jews do what's proper, Malachta Nases Al Yidei Acherim, then their work is done through others. But if they don't do Hashem's will, then the work will not be done through others. However, for those who do the work, do the will of Hashem, their work is done for them. So their week is normally like a Shabbos. When it comes to the actual Shabbos, then Shabbos will be the next level of Shabbos Shabboson. However, those that don't do the work of Hashem, they're doing the work. They end up doing the work on their own during the week. So when Shabbos comes, it's only one level. It's Yom Hashvi Shabbos. And now, if we look at the Pesukim here, we look in Parshas Vayakel and Parshas Kisisa. Under the words it's Te'aseh and Ye'aseh. So each of these it says with a Tseirei, which is sounding something like that the work should be done for you, be already done, or meaning they didn't have to do it. So what are these talking about? These Pesukim are talking about the ones when the Jews were doing what they were supposed to do, so the work was done for them during the week, and when Shabbos came around, it was Shabbos Shabboson. However, when it came to the other 2 areas, it says Sheish Yamim Tavod, it should be done because they had to do it themselves, and therefore it's only one level of Shabbos for them and not Shabbos son. May we be zocha to doing the will of Hashem, so that it becomes for us, when it comes to Shabbos, we will already have had the work done for us by someone else during the week, and Shabbos will be truly Shabbos son. Now, this week we will be celebrating Lag BaOmer, and that is mentioned here in this Parsha, in Revii, and an interesting thought that there were 600,000 Jews who left Egypt, that were the men that were Makabel the Torah, and we, at this point, many of us have not been shaving for a few weeks because we're mourning the loss of Rabbi Akiva's 24,000 students. However, by Lag BaOmer, or at least, which corresponds to at least the end of the 33 days where students were dying, we celebrate that the death is no longer coming, and that became a simcha. There are other factors and reasons why we celebrate Lag BaOmer. But I recently heard from a source that I cannot share with you. I don't know the name of who said it, quoting another Adam Gadol from about 100 years ago. He said that the average Rebbe can only teach up to 25 students effectively. After that, he doesn't have control anymore. So if we think about the 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva, who were really Gedolei Torah, so presumably they were students / Rabbeim, so the Torah that we lost them is so dramatic. It's the Torah of 24,000 times 25 students. And what does that equal? 600,000. I wonder if that's a coincidence or not. You decide. So thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful Shabbos, and a wonderful Lag BaOmer.